Hello, it's 11:20 p.m. Well, I got almost no sleep last night and I don't remember if I woke up at 8 o'clock, 8:30, 10 o'clock, or 10:30 this morning. I don't remember, but I remember it was raining. So, or was it 11 o'clock? No, I don't think it was 11 o'clock, but I don't remember what time it was that I woke up this morning. But I got very little sleep and I had a kind of a bothersome dream or nightmare, but I don't remember what the dream, kind of don't remember what the dream or nightmare was about. So, um, I hate that now that I'm here, I keep on having these repetitive dreams and nightmares about still being homeless on the streets. And, that's one of my biggest earthly fears. Well, that and also going hungry. So, speaking of going hungry, I've heard people talk about that June 1st, everybody's gonna, that they're gonna halt Social Security and food stamps and stuff, but I don't know. But that got me all nervous. So, this morning I saw some lies by a fake T.I. perp that was said about me a month ago that had me bothered all day. And if I mention about it, who that person was, then we would end up feuding back again. So I've been upset all day from the comments. From the smear campaigns and lies that I saw about myself. And I'm just mind boggled by the hypocrisy and self-righteousness, hypocrisy, double standards, the bullying and abuse, pretending to be Christian, trying to convince everybody that you're truly targeted and that you're not mentally ill and that you're really going through this, but at the same time, falsely accusing me of squandering money, being wasteful, using and taking advantage of people, being mentally ill, crazy, and retarded, so ugly that nobody will want me, and all kinds of other stuff when you beg for money too. Lying, saying that I enjoy being dirty, that I enjoy pissing and shitting on myself, that I fake Tourette's, and that I'm just retarded, or that I'm just lying for attention, or falsely accuse me of not being disabled. You're not disabled, you're just lazy. But yet claiming that you can't work due to PTSD and claim you just got Social Security. Claim you just got SSI benefits. Living underneath a grown-ass man in his 30s, living underneath his mom, have a car, parents you say your parents control what you eat, or that if you go in the refrigerator and take food, they call the police on you and stuff. So, I mean, that had me worked up and bothered. It's like if your parents are trying to control, if your parents tell you what to do, how is it that you think if you let your parents tell you what to do, how is it that you can be a man bullying a woman and sabotaging and adding to more distress and trauma with her targeting if you're supposed to be targeted as well? So I mean, I just don't get, if you claim to be a real TI and you want people to believe you, but you try to manipulate and convince everybody to believe that I'm such a vile, horrible person because I put a stop to you trying to be controlling towards me. So, that had me feeling down all day. And I'm having difficulty expressing my emotions and everything, and so I mean, and it's like multiple people who say that they're targeted and want people to hear their cries for help, and yet they turn around and re-traumatize and perp another target. And I'm deeply hurt that the video that I did talking about that elderly lady that's supposed to be homeless and claim that she's targeted, only one person cared about me to believe me and give me support and give me a thumbs up. They wrongfully gave me over 15 thumbs down on that video, like I said something bad or wrong. Make me feel invalidated, or like my so-called subscribers ain't y'all fake and ain't shit. That what's the point of a person being subscribed to me if you don't believe a fucking thing that I say? And I'm trying to not give up. But I mean, I'm gonna say it again. All these fakes that have been subscribed to me for years and act like as if they want to try to grade my videos thumbs up and thumbs down based on if the topic is positive or negative, or if you think that I'm full of drama or something. Well, if you're a true target speaking out against speaking out about your targeting, well, ain't gonna be no peace. And my about 10 supportive subscribers, thank y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. But I'm talking, all right, 10 supportive subscribers. Okay, so about 1,235 fakes and about 10 real ones. Probably 5 real ones. Y'all know who y'all are. So, I've been feeling it psychologically, mentally, and emotionally distressed, like mentally battling all day. Unwanted, intrusive thoughts, being frustrated, just wrestling with my thoughts mentally based on, the fake TI perps that say that they're Christian and playing both sides. And if you call me mental, say I'm crazy, but you get into an argument with another so-called TI You've been calling me mental and saying I'm crazy and schizophrenic, but if you get into an argument with another so-called target, they do you the same thing. They'll do you the same thing. So, but I'm sick and tired of being microscopically judged by not just sinners, but straight up wicked people, though. Not just sinners, but people who are straight up wicked. That's mind-boggling to me. And it seemed like as if, y'all want me to have that constant reminder that I deserve to be hated and that I deserve to be punished and that I don't deserve rights. The abusive, narcissistic, control freak, fake TI perps, they act like they think they got the authority to take your rights away too. The ones who say that y'all are Christian, excuse me, I bet y'all not even praying for me. They usually pray against me and, pray for me to seek mental help. Pray for me to see that psychiatrist that's going to control and abuse me. But at the same time, y'all say that y'all try to make it like y'all against the New World Order. But y'all defend and agree with the devil, his minions, the gang stalkers, and the New World Order at y'all convenience and try to play both sides and be hypocritical. And I'm fucking fed up. And I have a right to express my emotions, past, present, or future. Like, I don't have a right to, feel anxiety about the stuff that y'all are threatening me with. What's going to happen. So, and they had a few, it's like, for the past 2 weeks, my TikTok followers raised up like crazy. And now, it seems like it's slowing down. And more people getting hateful and unfollowing and blocking me like for no reason. But they got some people who try to DM me some strange messages. So they had this one person who tried to DM me, and I thought that he was one of the people sending me like weird videos about a whole bunch of nothing. And I feel like I feel like I hate the internet because all these people who make me feel like the worst sinner, the most irredeemable and the worst sinner. But at the same time, y'all call yourselves Empress of Divine Light or something like that, or y'all call y'all associated with tarot card readers and, Reiki healers, and say that y'all are appointed by God to do this and do that. And you're not. You're lying and say that you're a chosen one, but you act like an abusive, narcissistic, fake Christian perp. And then you can try to quote all the Bible scriptures that you want. and then straight up tell me there's no hope in heaven for you. So I think even the ones who claim that they're awakened to the New World Order truth and say that they love the Lord and say that they're the Christian, they be the most exploitative, abusive, most narcissistic, and the most hateful and grudgeful. I mean, you say you're Christian, but 15, 20 years later, from the time we had an argument, 15 or 20 years later, you still want absolutely nothing to do with me. But that's how people roll. I'll say that America, our own country, has the fakest so-called Christians on this planet. Other than the fake crusty scammers, though, the African scammers, I mean, they're fake too. So, I mean, I have many of them trying to post up so many Bible scriptures and pretend to be Christian, and then act like they want to try to DM and hoping that they can try to scam me on TikTok. So, I mean, it seems like, all these people who say that they're Christian and they think it's righteous to do chakra and energy healing and open your third eye and activate your kundalini. And all these fake crusty gang stalkers, that go around and lie and say that the targeted individual is the one who harasses and terrorizes everybody out in society, when it's y'all harassing and terrorizing us. Whoever has that fake account called Minister Pensacola, they reverse it on me and lie and say that I'm the one harassing and stalking everybody and terrorizing everybody. And those were just compiled clips to smear, campaign, and manipulate to make me look a certain way. And people who say that they're real targeted individuals, they even fell for it. So, some people say that Jordan Neely was basically trying to ask for help with food and water. And, and what they lied and said that he was out harassing and terrorizing people. That Joey Boots guy was perping him in that video. And then people try to be like, well, Tucker Carlson acted a different way. Well, Tucker Carlson, ain't he like ain't he like a news anchor or something? I don't know what the hell he is, but I know from personal experience that deprivation of anything can make you have less self-control. Whether if you could be dehydrated, sleep deprived, food deprived, oxygen deprived, it can make you act any kind of weird. So, that's why they say sleep deprivation or being deprived of anything is torture. So who knows how many days of sleep deprived that Jordan nearly was. Who knows how many days or even weeks, probably months, of being sleep deprived. So I've been tormented for the past few days of feeling like stuff is like gnats is trying to crawl on me or fly on me or something. And I've been just about driven up the wall. So they had this white guy named Caleb Miller on TikTok that got hateful and unfollowed me for no reason at all. But I was reluctant to follow him in the first place. I think I remember he was probably following occultic people and it made me question that. But they got this lady who trying to make it like as if God appointed her to be a healer. No. If you claim, she tried to say Yahweh appointed for her to be a healer. And she acted like a narcissistic control freak, fake T.I. perp, direct messaging me, sending me information about tarot card reading and following tarot card readers. And then you call yourself feeling like you don't want to be rude or be impolite and block them. But it's like, I really hate so many people who claim to be righteous, who claim to be saved, or more saved than you. And claim to be more saved than you. And so they claim to be more saved than you and holier than you. But no, you're initiated witch, falsely claiming to be a Christian chosen one. And trying to dish out advice I never asked for on how to deal with the gang stalking. So they had this other lady on TikTok, made it like she wanted to offer me whatever help I needed. And so then she claimed to be Christian and aware of the New World Order and all that. Got videos like she's exposing the New World Order. And she seemed like she was fake enough to be one of those type of people that make it like, oh, well, I used to believe I was gang stalked, or I used to believe that I was being gang stalked. I used to believe that demons were talking to me. But once I used to be on drugs, but once I turned to Jesus Christ, all my problems disappeared. And I'm like, damn. They got those fakes. Because I don't know why that's part of and if you claim to be New World Order aware, how could you be New World Order aware, but yet shun gang stalking or call them paranoid? It's just like the brainwashed people do. So if people who claim to be truthers, the abusive, narcissistic, popular, fake truthers get hateful and block you on YouTube or wherever else, if you try to talk about targeting, and they claim to be Christian and believe in God. So And, so many people are saying that they're glad that Jordan Neely is dead and that the other guy is a hero. And they can slander Jordan Neely all day long. I heard that Jordan Neely didn't want to live by his family or stay at a certain place to live because he supposedly didn't feel safe. So I don't know if he knew that he was a target individual, but I very much feel for what he went through. They probably lied on him and said that. I don't know that part, but they probably lied on him and said that he assaulted a woman or tried to kidnap a child. But over 44 arrests, that sounds like as if he was targeted by police and probably wrongfully accused. But I don't know about all that. But so. But I'm so sick and tired of people trying to make it like Candy Grand Prix is the worst person in the world. If you want to say that I have mental issues or mental problems, why would you bully, abuse, stalk, follow, and harass, try to control, and treat me like you got the authority to take my rights away? The personal authority to take my personal rights away. And then try to dictate what I should be doing when you don't even like me. So I could be compliant with psychiatric medications that won't make me that won't make you love me anymore. And that's another reason why I wouldn't trust selling my soul to the devil. Because I said, what if I take that deal and sell out and my situation has not improved? The only thing that happened is my soul, if I lost my soul or gave up or was manipulated or tricked into giving up my soul just in exchange to be in a worse situation that I'm in, or get murdered or mysteriously die right after. But y'all abusive, narcissistic, fake Christian T.I. perp sellouts, calling everybody else a sellout and pretending that you never sold out. But, you would rather team up with some perps to attack, gang up on, and harass and bully another target and cause them more distress. And I want and need my voice to be heard. I have a right to have my voice heard. Y'all can get closure from lying. But I can't. Everybody else is trying so hard to muzzle me and put me on a back burner and make like Candy Grand Prix is not important. Candy Grand Prix is not human. Candy Grand Prix shouldn't have rights. But y'all do what make you think you're so special. What make you think you're a great person. That you smear campaign and manipulate everybody to believe Candy is so vile and so horrible. So they have someone that supposedly a targeted individual. She mentioned gang stalking, and she's street homeless, and trying to better her, do like me, trying to better herself independently and being blocked and sabotaged at every moment. So it seemed like they won't allow her to make a living until or unless she sells out. And today I saw she had a post where it looked like she was, from what it looked like, I don't think she's gonna do it. I think she's just frustrated or whatever. But she talks about her strong faith and belief in God, but it seemed like they've been trying to sex traffic her too. And, so many people trying to make offers. It's like they're doing her the same way they're doing me, but she got a lot more people, a lot more support. So, I mean, they basically won't allow her to make a living until or unless she sells out. And she said that, a lot of men have been trying to proposition her for the and the women are, trying to set her up to be offed, So, if they're trying to proposition for her for sex, or the women trying to supposedly set her up to get jailed, institutionalized, or murdered or whatever, or the women part of the trafficking too. And that's why I'm like, excuse me, if certain people are very fed up and frustrated about all this targeting, harassment, abuse, and everything, and nothing is being done, and you know what you're feeling inside, psychologically, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, sexually, I guess on the outside, financially, environmentally, you know what you're going through. Yeah, physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, sexually, spiritually. Yeah, am I missing something? So, yeah. Look like my hair is growing. It just passed the 3rd week. So my hair is not even going forward no more. Now it's getting longer and going to the back and getting a little long. It's getting a little longer and starting to curl up. So so it's like they're doing her the same way that they're doing me. And it seemed like as if earlier today, it looked like as if she threatened to sell out. But, I hope she wouldn't. I hope she doesn't. Because I know she was, been fighting hard to keep her soul, keep her self-respect, and keep her dignity the same way I am, So, at this moment, I'm just sitting here feeling like so hated. Even if they have professed targeted individuals who might have 500 subscribers, but they get more likes, more comments, more supportive comments, more people who have care and compassion, and they have like more engagements in the YouTube comments of their videos. Me, I get either straight up ignored or everybody disliking my videos for harassment purposes, which is ridiculous. And they use everything against me. And then, people be trying to order me around and tell me what to do or how to live my life, when I know what I've tried, I know what my suffering is, I know what my struggles are. And as I said, it's like, it's senseless to have at least 20 people thumbing down your videos, every video that you post. I mean, even the baby picture, you know, a baby picture with no words, nothing. Massive thumbs down. So, and I'm sick and tired of abusive, narcissistic humans trying to play God. Trying to pretend to play God. Like you think that you got all the intelligence, all the authority. Makes me really sick. And y'all give me massive thumbs down. And if I say I'm having a bad day, or if I'm venting or expressing frustrations, but if another so-called targeted individual does the same thing, y'all support them. But I've had abusive, narcissistic perps, including family members, basically trying to let me know that they think that I'm lower than human or that I'm not human. So, if people who can't stand you, so if my own twin sister can have a happy birthday celebration and they applaud her treating herself out and everything like that, but y'all made it like as if I didn't deserve a right to have help with the hotel room. And they had bad weather that day. I had a rough fucking day on my own birthday. People perping the shit out of me. I accidentally lost my phone and then it got ruined in the rain. The weather was really bad. I almost got hit by a car. Fake Jehovah's Witness people were perping me. It was a lonely, it's like I really didn't get any happy birthday. I mean, I got like very little happy birthday comments or any support or anything like that. So it's like, I don't know what it is about human nature that likes to be so inclined to believe everything opposite of what's real and true. Y'all are brainwashed, mind controlled, and ignorant, and try to argue and convince me that I'm the one who's out of touch with reality. That I'm the one who's out of touch with reality. And y'all think y'all got the authority to control how I run my own YouTube channel, how I try to control whatever social media that I do, or try to control what I do in person, try to control my finances. And people, fake know-it-all narcs who think they know all about you. I struggle with that ever since foster care and even in adulthood, where abusive narcs who don't know shit about you will falsely accuse me of mismanaging my money. So, I mean, how the hell, if I'm living here paying $5.40 and don't have food stamps and have to buy food and gotta buy toilet paper, soap, laundry detergent, toothpaste, new here and trying to buy dishes, and then say that I'm squandering money, or if they say, oh, you're so greedy or whatever, but then like, oh, well, Candy's wasting and squandering money on cleaning supplies where she should be buying food. Like, you don't even listen to your own hypocrisy. So, and I hate that fake Christian lady made that comment saying that, oh, if you get mad at every little thing that they do, then that means that they got you. No, if they got you to be quiet about your fucking targeting, if you're supposed to be a TI, if they manipulated you to tolerating and accepting your abuse, then they got you. Because then once you start being quiet and tolerating and accepting the abuse, and then next thing you know, you start doing perp shit to other targets. So, I mean, I shouldn't be made to feel like I don't have a right to vent frustrations on my own YouTube channel, like my own platform. If these traffickers, abusive, narcissistic, fake pimp wannabe traffickers who act like they think they got high authority over you and everything about you, but they hate you. They hate your existence. So I mean, the idea of when I die, for me to have a false bad reputation of being a troublemaker in a TI community. The perps view me as a troublemaker, and the popular fakes falsely accuse me of being a troublemaker and act like perps. And I don't even have rights in the TI community. I'm the only one being told to shut up and ignore my targeting, or being called mental and crazy by other people who's supposed to be targeted as well. But everybody else, somebody like Nappy Head Roots, nobody's going to tell him shut up and ignore. And if they do, I'm pretty sure he will continue doing his own thing. Nobody's going to tell Kevin Christian shut up and ignore. Same thing. I'm pretty sure that he would, say fuck y'all and continue doing their own thing. But people try to find ways to force me to be obedient and shut up. And, I don't understand why professed targeted individuals, they think that the only thing that should be taken seriously is the directed weapons. How and why, if that part is hard to prove, if you don't have those readers or whatever, or the frequency readers or whatever, but the physical gang stalking, how can y'all say that that's hard to prove when that's more visible evidence? But the popular fakes want everybody to shut up about the gang stalking. They say the term gang stalking is obsolete. They say don't even use the terms gang stalking or targeted individuals anymore. They defend and agree with Freemasons, but yet act like controlled opposition. So if y'all say, well, stop using the terms targeted individual and gang stalking, and because that's the term that the Freemasons invented to discredit us and make us look crazy. So, but y'all still hashtag targeted individuals and gang stalking, or talk about TIs, while y'all try to muzzle everybody else and say don't use those words, gang stalking and targeted individuals, anymore. And so on TikTok And I see some on YouTube. They got so many people. It's like, if y'all call yourselves light workers, star seeds, that's new age stuff. And y'all falsely call yourselves Christian and chosen, and you think you're better than me. You think you're more righteous than me. You act like as if salvation is a competition. I don't get it. So, you know, it's like I'm tired of holding my emotions in and being criminalized for expressing how I feel. Even if I'm tormented about or having PTSD flashbacks about the foster brother Joe's abuse. You know, y'all sit there and think that I deserve the abuse and that it wasn't abuse. So, I'm sorry if I didn't have enough sleep, and I'm sorry if I sound like as if I'm all over the place. So now, it's 12:06 a.m. on, Happy Mother's Day, Sunday, May 14th, 2023. So, I mean, like, so I couldn't even sleep. I mean, I got very little sleep, and then, I mean, I had oatmeal with peanut butter. I don't know if I ate around 11:30 or something. And then, I woke up at 11. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, I said earlier I don't remember what time I woke up. I think it was 10 something. I don't remember. I'm not going to beat myself up trying to remember. But I'm pretty sure I said what time it was in one of my earlier videos. So, so I had oatmeal and with peanut butter this morning, and just that I felt so stuffed. And then for lunch I had the leftover pork and mac stuff. For lunch. And I had that last brownie. I'm like, well, eating a brownie 3 days in a row, I feel like I'm spoiled. That's spoiled. Spoiling myself. But, being depressed and trying to cope. But one brownie, not eating all 3 brownies in one sitting. No, one brownie, as dessert 3 days in a row. And excuse me. And so they were only like $1 or something at the 7-Eleven. So then later on, I had the last bit of waffle sandwich with almond butter and honey. Oh yeah, I think I had some honey in my oatmeal earlier. So I had almond butter and honey on a waffle. That would have gone so great with a nice cold glass of milk, but I don't have any milk or eggs. And I accidentally burned my fingers on my hand or something. It was a light burn. It wasn't that much, but so the jar of the last of the almond butter accidentally fell on the floor. So then I think it was around between between 2 and 3 o'clock, or 3 and 4 o'clock. I don't remember what time it was. And excuse me, I took a nap. Excuse me, and my sleep was spotty. I took a nap and my sleep was spotty. So yeah, so those African scammers, they come at you and pretend to be holy and Christian, quoting Bible scriptures, and then try to scam and swindle you. You know, so some people say that they're Nigerian scammers. Not all Nigerian people, or not all African people. That's not what I'm saying at all. So the online perps, here they come, falsely lying and saying, Candy's racist against Africans. Candy says that all Africans are scammers. I never said none of that. So I almost got scammed the same way back in 2007, where I got wrongfully arrested. Well, in 2017, I tried to apply to work on care.com, as like, I guess maybe a pet sitter or babysitter or something. And they nearly succeeded at swindling me. And the same thing happened in 2020 on Instagram. Somebody DM'd me and nearly succeeded at scamming me. So, but yeah, I hate when they have people who try to pretend to be Christians and glorify the occult at the same time, and telling me to focus on Jesus while they dealing with tarot card readers. And they make me feel spiritually conflicted or bothered or troubled. That, like, wow, I gotta stay away from y'all. So I'm really trying to stay away from all that, But as I said, people love to make me feel like the most irredeemable sinner, or the worst sinner, and the most vile sinner in the world. You say that you're Christian, but you want to give me this reminder that I deserve to be hated and that I deserve to be punished. You hear stories about abuse in the so-called Christian church, where, bullying in church, where you hear about the older church lady that psychologically, mentally, and emotionally abused the young church girl and make her cry. I've even, in Los Angeles, had to deal with abusive, narcissistic women who hurt me bad enough that I broke down into tears and fucking cried. Can't even go to church and tell people about your traumas, about your targeting. You can't tell them the truth. You can't tell them about the Illuminati or the New World Order. They won't have any compassion for me to tell them about the foster mom's abuse, the abuse from the biological family, well, foster family too. So, and everybody's trying to muzzle me at every opportunity, at every turn. So, I mean, and fake American Christians act like as if salvation is a competition. Abusive, narcissistic, fake self-righteous wolves in sheep's clothing, and they act like as if they're more favored by God than you are. Yet, abusing people, hurting people, making people cry, and then you're not even supposed to be able to have like a coping mechanism. Or they dare you to reach out for emotional support after they hurt you. Excuse me. They dare you to reach out for emotional support from someone else after they hurt you. Hurt you to the point where you feel like you want to give up. Professed Christians shouldn't be making you feel this way. American so-called Christians are the most brutal people on this fucking earth from what I know. Even if you claim to be a New World Order aware truther, you will use that, oh, she's schizophrenic, at your own convenience. But, if you ain't hated in this world, if you're popular and well liked and got nearly 1 million YouTube subscribers or TikTok followers or Twitter followers or Instagram followers or Facebook friends, you're popular and well liked everywhere. And it's like all these people who like excuse me, got they're following 0 people, respond to no one, and got 750,000, like over 750,000 TikTok followers. And you try to make, you don't really care about nobody. If you ain't following nobody and you pretend to be Christian and loving, you don't love nobody. So, who is another human being to think they got the authority to muzzle you and shut you up and make it like you don't have a right to talk about any past, present, or future trauma, abuse, hurt? Like, how are you supposed to have a coping mechanism? And, I'm not a druggie, and I'm not an alcoholic, but, I get treated worse than a druggie and an alcoholic, and being falsely accused of being greedy. But if you block the perps and they come make fake brand new accounts to come and harass you, and they make a fake smear, the smear campaign is so strong that they even have manipulate. They use witchcraft to manipulate even other professed targets to hate you. And if they say that they're a targeted individual, and then they're manipulated and swayed to hate you and get the world to be against you and make you feel like you know you got the false accusation of the scarlet letter A. But I'm not going to sit here and let another person who claims to be targeted to refer to me as schizophrenic and crazy when they're calling you the same thing. For you to say, and you wonder why nobody likes you, but you cry about being hated too. You cry about being sabotaged as well, but then you turn around and do the same thing to somebody that's another target. And you're a man telling a woman you're lazy and you should go out and get a job, but then y'all all were against me trying to get a driver's license so that I could get it, so that I could get a job. I mean, to get my driver's license switched over so I could be eligible to get a job, food stamps, or whatever services necessary. As I said, they have so many people who have it out for me. And no, I'm not paranoid. Y'all need to stop gaslighting. Y'all know y'all evil and use Christianity as a front. Abusive narcs who use Christianity as a front. And a lot of y'all are Freemasonic perps pretending to be targeted. And then y'all fraudulently and illegally stealing the shine of being popular and well liked while y'all destroying even further the ones who are still suffering. Y'all fucking psychopaths. Fake TI perps and stuff. Y'all fucking psychopaths. Forget narcissistic abuser. Y'all straight up psycho. I mean, if you profess to be targeted and you sabotage, and the first thing they do, the fake TI perps, they're worse. They're more aggressive than the regular perps with trying to act like as if they want to try to, first thing they do is attack you mentally. And knowing that I have been homeless, they attack my finances. And then they attack other parts of my character. First they attack me mentally, then they attack my finances, and then they try to discredit my targeting. But trying to convince everybody else that they're sane and making like they're crying out for help. If you say, oh, I can't work due to PTSD, so I'm about to file for Social Security. But then they saying, oh, well, you're not too disabled to chase after cars and confront perps and do your gang stalker perp walks, huh? But you sit there, but you're an able-bodied guy. If you come from over $50,000 a year, you have a car, and you claim that working for Uber Eats got you sabotaged or that you had a staged car accident. Well, if you claim to, why are you destroying and perping another target? I'm not even I'm not even initiated. I don't even go to gang stalking meetings. I don't study how to perp nobody. I'm staying constantly in survival mode. I try to do something positive like trying out short stories or recipes, ebooks. Y'all attack and sabotage that too. So, a professed Christian, as I said, y'all profess to be targeted and Christian, and y'all the most brutal abusive bullies. Use the Bible to abuse people. And try to manipulate somebody to lose faith and turn away. Talking about how somebody beat my ass with scripture. While the whole time, both of y'all slandering and lying on me. When I'm telling the truth and you falsely accuse me of being the one full of lies and slander. But the regular perps, and I'm proud of the fake TI perps too, they're sitting here laughing at this video. They're laughing at this video. So, you know, and it's like from day one, it seemed like as if people trample all over me, have zero respect for me, think they got the authority to talk to me a certain way, treat me a certain way, and when I stand up to them, they say, oh, I gotta walk on eggshells for you. Everybody trying to control and fix me, and I'm never good enough. And you still hate me. But it's like they want to use harsh words to try to tear me down. Tear me down. I mean, like as if you scrape a piece of chalk on the concrete until it's no more solid chalk. All the way to just loose powder. That's how y'all, that's the best analogy I can think of right now. But I mean, I hate feeling so hated and lonely and alone, and not being allowed to have the freedom to express how I feel without being called a drama queen or attention seeking. So, and they got so many people who are defending, agreeing with, and listening to the narcissistic fake TI perps. And I'm too afraid to get close with anybody or make friends with anybody. I'm tired of people who trying to make it like as if oh well, I used to think I was targeted, but demons were making me paranoid. And so I turned to Jesus, and I'm not being gang stalked. Oh, I used to think I was being gang stalked, but I'm not being gang stalked anymore. Oh, I used to think that, but now I realize it's just paranoia. So a couple of minutes ago, it felt like as if an electric current just shot down from the back of my left shoulder all the way through my stomach. And earlier, I was in the living room, and they attacked like the deep middle of my chest right here, and it felt like like what happened when I had the suicide attempt and the police officer was twisting his knuckles into my chest. That's what it felt like for a few seconds. And so I'm going to say this. If you're a real targeted individual and you're talking to another so-called targeted individual and you're telling the truth, you got the proof and evidence, you show them and they act like they don't want to hear it, or they act like as if they think you're full of shit, because they're sold out fake person for treating you, trying to discredit and invalidate, and then making like they want to try to force muzzle you and treat you like you don't have a right to speak out against your targeting, or they want you to shut up and ignore. This is fucking trafficking. So if it's human trafficking that's not related to targeting, everybody say document everything, report everything, and stay hyper vigilant and stay aware of your surroundings. And those people are taken more seriously than targets. If they saying that being a targeted individual is MK Ultra mind control, satanic ritual abuse, human trafficking, that they're after your soul, Your livelihood is being sabotaged. You can't get a job, and they know this. So why are even fake TI perps trying to discredit your suffering and parrot everything that the regular perps are doing? Yet claiming simultaneously they're crying out for help too. Putting up GoFundMe for donations, putting up Cash Apps, begging in desperation, while at the same time simultaneously, and they're more successful with causing you to lose over 50 subscribers because they lied on you. I mean, having a few with the fake TI perp recently, I ended up losing about 22 subscribers within a couple of days. And then it seemed like everything kept fluctuating. And it kept me fluctuating between 1226 and 1230 for almost a month. And now I just got up to 1245, and then next thing you know, people unsubscribe again, So it's like every time I have a feud with a fake TI perp, I always, quote unquote, the loser. I'm the one who nobody believes, and I'm the one who loses so many subscribers behind standing up for myself. But you go and flock to that perp that's the fake TI perp that's harassing me, and join in on the bullying. Or some professed targets have banded together with the perps unprovoked for no reason. Y'all say that y'all are Christian and posting up Bible scriptures. And I don't even know you, never contacted you, never got into an argument with you. And, I don't know you from Adam to Beaver. So how you say you Christian, you quote Bible scriptures, and you join in on a slander campaign, the bullying campaign, as a form of fake revenge bullying or fake revenge punishment. And it's like y'all join in willingly. And it's like, I don't know you. I never did you anything. I never disrespected you. I never, But then the ones who create the slander campaign against you and feuding with you, they're the ones that, they pretend to play innocent and lie and say that I just cut off. Oh, you tell Candy something she don't like and she cut off all contact with you, when actually you did that to me. Or they'll say, well, you tell, if anyone who disagrees with her is a perp. It's not just disagreeing, but you defend and agree with the perps and parrot what they say. Parrot their lies, parrot their slander at me. So if you act like you want to believe that I touched my biological niece, Raven, why would I not cut you off and block your phone number? Did you touch her or not? How do you expect to not be blocked for doing that to me? If you say that you have been falsely accused of touching your nieces and nephews, and you say that you're in this targeting program as well, and you want your cries to be heard, you want to be believed. I do not get it, y'all. I'm mind boggled. And so, y'all hate me to the point where you want to say that my videos are too long, or you wish I would go away. Like, so if I say that a certain perp left me alone, they come back and harass me with vengeance. If there's a perp that calls himself, I don't know, Okie Dokie. So if a perp by the username Okie Dokie been harassing me every day and I block them and they create more fake new accounts to harass me, And then if they left me alone for like a month, and I might be like, well, okie dokie left me alone. So then okie dokie comes back. By the mere mention of that person's name, for me to just document, oh great, I'm thankful and glad that the perp left me alone for a while. And then they come back with vengeance to harass. But then you think, they might leave me to think that they left me alone and that I finally got some peace. But they doing it's like a lot of the online perps, they be doing stuff like behind the scenes. So if they're still gossiping about my every move, slandering me, being a busybody in other men's matters, and making like, well, who are you to tell me? Well, I mean, I feel like it's bizarre that a whole bunch of internet strangers think that they got authority over me and trying to control my life. That's what a whole bunch of internet strangers who I would never meet. I don't know why my life is so important to you that you've been stalking me for 3 years or 4 years and then act like you just, I had enough of Candy's antics. Well, unfollow. Go away. But I guess they're frustrated about the lack of control, the fact that they can't control me, or that they're not getting what they want out of me. If you say I'm a bother, the fake Aquarium Doris perp, straight up Satanist, devil worshiper, proud. Okay, if you say that, I make you sick, I get on your nerves, but you create a fake brand new account to come harass me. Okay, so Aquarium Doris, why would, if I get on your nerves, you don't like me, why would you willfully go on from YouTube to TikTok to make a fake brand new account and I'm the first and only one you follow? And then they make it like as if I don't have a right to block them. They make like I don't have a right to block their accounts. Like as if, how dare you try to block me? Like as if they want to get up in my space and hurt me. But I don't have a right to block you. But y'all call me a drama queen if I say that somebody who was a follower, if they unfollow or block me and I haven't even talked to them, like that Caleb Miller perp. He looked like a perp. But it looked like he was following some New Agers or something like that too. I don't remember exactly. But and they had a lady yesterday that got hateful and unfollowed me on TikTok. But I had to block a lot of scammers and weirdos on TikTok. So today is May 13th. I have not asked y'all for a penny since. Even though my finances is kind of low. And still no update on the food stamps. Like, what do I look like getting Texas food stamps with an Ohio Ohio driver's license and no proof of address or something? So it's like, y'all say, as many as y'all claim y'all believe in God, but y'all act like the Bible's supposed to be ghetto and hood. Oh, she beat your ass with scripture by using the Bible to slander and lie? Why I told the truth and y'all are lying on me. And when everybody's talking about Candy Grand Prix exposed, every single last one of those videos are smear campaigns from either perps or fake TI perps. But if y'all manipulated, lied, deceived, and gained trust and popularity in the so-called TI community, that y'all one of the popular fakes that's kind of like got your own cult following. That got your own fake cult following. So, I mean, I mean, and I'm just tired of being treated like as if I deserve less than. And they have so many people throughout the years that tell me, know your worth and don't settle for less. But here, I'm just being treated like as if, like as if I'm not even, that I don't deserve to even be acknowledged as a human being. And being oppressed by even my own, oppressed, abused, and controlled by my own people. If y'all claim to be Christian and targeted, and then y'all bully and abuse me and call me schizophrenic and crazy when you claim you're against the New World Order and that you wouldn't take psychotropic drugs. And I'm so sick and tired of people half my age trying to discipline, handle, abuse, and think they got the authority to punish me. And making rules for me. And I'm considered, a violent troublemaker for standing up for my rights. That y'all treat me like I don't even have a right to write a cookbook. I mean, y'all treat me like I don't have a right to self-publish a cookbook. I mean, so, but that's how you know when somebody's fake. When there's two different sides to a story. And the one who gets believed is the one who's lying and has the smear campaign. They got the cult following flying monkeys, using manipulation, witchcraft, and fake charm. While pointing the finger, using projection, lying and saying that I'm the liar and manipulator. Y'all got it backwards. It's y'all. And I'm so sick and tired of 800,000 against one. Like such strong amount of people against me, and I'm in this battle by myself, but really nobody to talk to. And then people act like as if they want to get on the phone with me just to say ignore your stalkers or take down all your videos. Your videos are annoying. You volunteered to talk to me. You volunteered to watch my videos for a long time. So if you say, oh, well, I've been watching your videos for the past 3 years and your videos are so annoying. Well, you have the option and the choice to go watch anything else. I don't know how many billions of YouTube channels there are, or probably more than billions of YouTube channels. But you force yourself to stalk and try to control everything I do. Now tell me how, when I move into a new place, tell me how spending my money on cleaning supplies, tell me how that's a waste. When you should be buying food. But didn't you say I'm greedy and wasting money on food? You're the same person who's talking about, well, Candy wasted her money eating out, or she wasted her money ordering Uber Eats when they had the Dairy Queen and Dollar General. Well, I thought you were anti-New World Order. Now, if I would have ate Dairy Queen, you would have cussed me out for eating toxic Illuminati food. But Candy's too prissy to eat the dollar menu. But y'all too good to be homeless. Y'all too good to be gone. I mean, y'all got y'all houses and cars. Like the fake foster mom, Adrian Felder, she forced us to live off of $20 a month allowance, and our allowance was supposed to be $37 a month. She was robbing us. and then robbed my Social Security back pay check and my foster care. The trust fund check too, plus the independent $400 independent. She took all that. All the work paychecks from Popeyes. She was taking my checks and saying that it was her money. The foster mom wouldn't dare live off no fucking $20 a month or $100 a month. She was rich, living a high life. So how the hell would she give me $20 a month? And she would even play side games to look for an excuse to justify not giving me the $20 a month. And then if I ask for money, say if I need, for a field trip or something, or for school, she was trying to talk about, where's that money? You didn't give it to me. That's a goddamn lie. No, I'm telling the truth. That's her words saying that's a goddamn lie. She said that's a goddamn lie. She's quick to say goddamn, but she don't believe in God. She believes in the fake Ademar called Yahweh. Nowadays, since I'm, trying to be a righteous Christian, even though I fail, I may have said goddamn in the past, but I try to make the practice to not say goddamn no more, because I don't want to offend God by saying goddamn, So some people, they talk about if they condemn or shun you for cursing, but then they say, oh, you shouldn't take God's name in vain. Or if you say, oh my goodness, or oh my God, or oh my gosh. And they got so many people who say that they're Christians who say, oh my goodness, oh my God, oh my gosh. Or, So I feel like as if I got spiritually set back after dealing with Lisa Ruby and Tracy Broadhurst. That, I called myself trying to dress modestly, try to better myself as a Christian, and I was a babe in Christ, and now it's like, I feel like I've been lukewarm lately. But these fake Christians need to stop making it like as if once you believe in Jesus Christ, then all your targeting attacks will stop. And that's not true. We're sitting here being attacked with directed energy weapons. And they're trying to murder us and everything else. The closer you get to God, they will attack you the most. But I know we still got to keep pushing forward and still stand strong and still believe in Jesus Christ, So, it seems like everything I do or say is an offense to people. But then they offend me on purpose. And then make it like I don't have a right to get offended. Or be easily offended or easily hurt. But the narcissistic abusers live by this motto that if you don't have anything mean or evil to say, then don't say it at all. It's like a badge of honor for them to hurt you or punish you. And they're not authorized to do that. And if they want to talk about, if you react to every little thing, then they got you. No. And the fact that you're silent, that must mean you sold out. Yeah, that's how these abusive, narcissistic, sellout, fake TI perps, they pretend to be narc victims. and, got expert knowledge on how narcissistic abuse operates. Well, it takes one to know one, motherfucker. So, so they pretend to be narc victims and pretend to be targeted individuals. And they're exploitative and hurtful. And, they take deals and sell out to the devil. Know that they sold out to the devil or became a Mason or Eastern Star. And then try to cover it up with pretending to be Christian and think that they can sit behind a desk and quoting Bible scriptures or reading from the Bible, but yet defending and agreeing with bullies, defending and agreeing. You say you love the Lord or that you're trying to get right with God, but you're defending and agreeing with sex trafficking gang stalkers against another target. And you say you're targeted too. And all you do is fraudulently and illegally drive around in your car all day, talking about how you God's chosen elect and talking about how great God is. In your brand new, pretty, luxury Tesla. And having people mind boggle, like how and why. So I never heard of anybody who, and then they want to try to nag your conscience and make you feel ashamed. And they want to pull apart and dissect and criminalize your every action, word, deed, breath, existence, just everything about you, and just tear you down and make you feel like the worst human being. Excuse me. So, and then they go out of their way to use advanced vocabulary to pretend to sound fake smarter than you. Go out of their way to pretend like they're more intelligent than you. And they love to narcissistically brag about common sense. So, the foster mom, she wouldn't dare live off of $20 a month or $100 a month. But she expected me to take $20 a month and manage it. I was living in New Orleans Towers, going to college, and frustrated about the financial struggles of being on SSI and Social Security, even though I was living in low-income, disabled housing. As I said, why would I wake up one day and decide, I'm going to just start scamming people? When the fake TI perps, they parrot the same lies that the regular perps. And you say you're Christian and you're participating, and then you try to justify vitriol and hate, anger, because of false rumors you heard and manipulated evidence. Like the Menace to Pensacola smear campaign, that would make y'all trying to manipulate even professed Christians to think I'm just this monster. But y'all did the same thing to Jordan Neely. Trying to make like he's just this monster and that they're glad to get rid of this monster. So I guess it's to the point where they're getting gang stalkers to straight up murder us and they get applauded and praised for it. I saw this video where I was shown this video where it was also in New York. And it was a black female who stabbed, I think it was another black female. And that was supposedly a targeted individual. And she got, straight up let off. They didn't even arrest her or anything. And she was she stabbed the other, from what I remember, she stabbed the other girl to death unprovoked. Other girl just getting on the train. I mean, actually walking through the turnstiles to get on the train, minding her own business, just trying to get where she going. If you see weird shit happening in the news, like one time I saw this, I think it could have been in Los Angeles, in Hollywood, and a young guy kicked an elderly woman, or not, I don't know if she was elderly or old, much older, but I don't remember if she was elderly, but he kicked her from the top to the bottom of the escalators. And luckily she survived. So yeah, they do be injuring, hurting, and killing us targeted individuals, but the media is always manipulated where it would be believed that that the perpetrator is innocent and that the target deserved it. So even other professed target individuals, if they put up proof of their targeting, and they'll be like, well, it look like you're harassing them, or it look like you started with them. So because if they start with you, and then you be like, hold up, let me get my camera out, and then you whip the camera out and be like, why did you do this to me? And then they'll make a big scene and act off and make jail threats or threats to get you locked up in a mental institution. And so they'll try to destroy the target's evidence. Getting your YouTube channels wiped out, getting your whatever social media you have. They try to get your whole channel taken down, your whole account taken down. So that when you feud with a fake TI perp, they'll be like, oh, this is proof that you sold out and took all your videos down. No, I got another channel, but I'm still, exposing what I'm going through. Or if I was wrongfully striked or this or that or whatever. So you can't even, it's the worst nightmare that you can't even get any support from other targets that claim to be suffering the same thing. And then they manipulate everybody else in the TI community to not like you or to hate you. And y'all say y'all Christian. Y'all want me just, ostracized. So the hate is so strong that when one of the popular fake TI perps make a fake slander video about me, when I'm telling the truth and they're slandering me, and they're bullying, harassing, and threatening me, they even come prepared perping with the red shirt. And it's like, and y'all all gang up and defend and agree with them because they're popular and well liked, but they're fake. Fake as American processed cheese. So fake as generic Coca-Cola. And real Coca-Cola is fake. So I mean, well, it's now Sunday, so it's 1:00 a.m. in the morning right now. So I'm gonna say yesterday, several hours ago. I wrote a blog post about the recipe, and I put it in the community post. I wrote a blog post um, you know, before I forgot, I wrote, and I don't know if I'll make that recipe again. I kind of consider, I don't think it was, I mean, I think if I would have boiled the noodles on the stove separate, I mean, if all that was prepared on the stove, it would have came out better than that. I mean, I just a failure at the crock pot right now, but but it's so I mean, I feel really bad that if anything happened to me today or tomorrow where I lost my life, I would feel really bad the idea if the so-called TI community just shrugged their shoulders and turned a blind eye and didn't care, or if they didn't even speak up for me and say, "Well, Candy wasn't crazy." But y'all profess to be the part of the TI community, and y'all sitting here calling me crazy and schizophrenic, or saying that I have mental issues, that I have mental and behavioral issues that are congenital in nature. You didn't even know me growing up. So if you were raised in a cult, I was raised in a cult growing up, overly sheltered, coercively infantilized, or what y'all want to say, forced handicapped. In my 20s, still being tightly controlled and told what to do. And I'm 39 years old, y'all still trying to infantilize me. That might be part of the trafficking, to infantilize a woman that's nearly 40 years old. Think you got the personal authority to deny me personal freedom of choice. So my anxiety is extremely high. I don't know if I should release this video later on today. Y'all probably gonna be like, "Oh, look, she ruined my Mother's Day." But I'm just venting because and feeling anxiety or depression is not a good feeling. Excuse me. Now they had a lady. Excuse me. That was a YouTuber, an elderly lady in her 70s, and she was so excited about a supposed postcard sent to her, and why was somebody, and she was a white lady too, and it's like, I really think she's being gang stalked, but she already had a lot of support and subscribers. But some people say it's that popular YouTubers that supposedly truthers, that they've been coming after you to gang stalk you, and then you end up losing your subscribers and everything, and losing your support, or your supporters or subscribers turn against you and betray you and stab you in the back. So this lady, they sent her a letter, and she was all excited, only to find out that somebody put a big huge dead cockroach, with a weird nasty letter. But the Bible talks about people choosing respect of persons. you know um Even people who say that they love the Lord and say that they're Christian, they're praising Daniel Penny for what he did to Jordan Neely, telling Daniel, "God bless you, Semper Fi. Oh, you're such a hero," or whatever. It's all backwards. So Thanks for letting me vent. I know you fake demonic idiots are probably going to give me 45 thumbs down or some shit like that. But I know everything I said in this video was the truth to the best of my knowledge and experience.